empty me out and fill me to overflowing, Lord, so that I can give the word that you have given me to be, O Lord God. Rest that you anoint with all the words that have gone forth, they will take root, and those that are not of you, they will be burned away, singed away, Lord God. We just give you praise, glory, and honor in your Son, Jesus' name we pray. Amen. Amen. But first of all, I just want to give honor to the people of this house.
Woo! Hallelujah!
Apostle.
Hallelujah!
I want to make sure I'm saying that right. Sheila and Bishop Little. And I think I want to thank Tashawn, Evangelist Tashawn, for inviting me here to speak.
Hey!
We love him, right? I know that's right. That's the one God. And like you said, we have not known each other very long, but in that short period of time, I have been praying to God to bring people to my life, divine appointment, divine connection, because you know when God is doing new things in your life, you have to let those old things pass away. And sometimes they include old friends, bad habits, and all that stuff. And He has been surely and truly bringing people to my life, and she is one of those new people. So I thank God for that divine connection. Y'all don't mind if I sit down, right? I don't know how many of you know me from the TV show. My name is Chitoka Light, and recently I've become known more so from the reality TV show I did on TLC called Family by the Ton. And as you can tell from the name, it's about weight loss. And I wonder if I can take a minute. I want to recognize my cousin who's also on the show, Drew, back here. I want to recognize him because he's so much smaller. But so a part of as invited to speak, I was so nervous. But I found a old video that I made in 2015. And God, I love when God works with us. I found a video that I got a video entry into a video diary about, and I was speaking to my future self. I was laying in the bed over 700 pounds, couldn't move, couldn't get up out of bed other than to take the painstaking steps to get to my bathroom, which is just a few feet away toward that chair. And I was speaking to myself, my future self, and I said, this is my previous current situation. I said, for those of you who want to see this video later, it might not make sense to you unless you listen in the spirit. I said, this is my previous current situation before I lost over half my body weight. My previous current situation before I became a motivational speaker. And with me being nervous about coming to do this, he let me find that video that I had forgotten about. I recorded in 2015. So this was something he already told me I was going to be doing. Wow. He said, I want you to record. In the video it said, I'm feeling my spirit. God told me to record this moment. So there's things that people need to see as well as hear. Yeah. Because so often when people are delivered on the other side of deliverance, all we see is when they can give a testimony about where they came from, but you don't know the steps of how they got there. And you'll hear them say, God will do it, just trust God. But if you sit in a place of darkness and can't even hear from God right now, what do you mean God will do it? I need to know what happened. What did you do? I need to know some physical steps. Give me some applicable things I can do to change my situation. So I just thank God that He showed me that and gave me the confidence to come forward. I'm really nervous. I'm going to be honest with y'all. There's been some dynamics going on here. I feel at home. I just want to say that y'all are really made me feel welcome. The Holy Spirit is moving in this place. Y'all ain't worried about something being here. No more airs. Y'all let the Holy Spirit do what it does. I thank God for that. So a little about me. Like I said, this happened. I started my weight loss journey well before the show started because God started transformation inside. long before he brought the opportunity for me to be on the program that helped me finish the physical, start the physical part of it. And about 2015, when I started crying, that I had just accepted. I got 70 pounds, and I was in a place where I thought, okay, I wasn't depressed, but I decided, okay, well, this is my flight in life. I'm just going to do what I can do to get you in this space I'm in. My home became a place where everybody would come to seek comfort, to find peace. And over and over again, people tell me, I just feel so peaceful in your house. There was an ongoing joke, but they were cheering in my room. You sat in that chair, you're going to spill your heart out, and you're going to leave feeling better. So that was what my house was known for. Come and get you something good to eat, come right down and get your spirit fed, and feed your tummy. And I was like, okay, I'm okay with that, God. This is how life will end for me, I'm okay with that. And I was faithful over the people he brought in my life. I ministered to them as he gave me word to them. And however he told me, it wasn't always a word. Sometimes people didn't need a word, they needed a hug, they needed a place to just be for a minute, and escape from whatever was going on in life. So in that, I just kind of was like, okay, well, this comes right, I'm okay with that. And after about the end of 2015, as I was going into 2016, he placed on my heart. I said, well, okay, well, after I kept waking up every morning, I realized, okay, I guess it ain't time to go yet. So I know you didn't design me to live like this. So what really is going on? What am I supposed to be doing? I kept waking up, I said, and I know every time we wake up, that means we still got some business to get shaken. And when we're done, we're done. And I was like, okay, well, Lord, I'm still waking up. I've been here for a year now. What am I supposed to do? And I just began to pray. He said, you know how many pray in the spirit, and the spirit from God, you feel his beautiful and love, and he tell you to do something that you're like, wait a minute, it's something you don't want to do, but you know you heard it clear. You know you heard it loud and clear. And he said, I want you to, and in the end of 2015, I want you to fast the first 7 days of every month of 2016. I was like, you want to do what? You want to do what? My issue is you know that, right? That's the whole issue. What? One day, I fasted daylight hours, I had done all those little things. I think most I've done like 3 days. He said 7. I said, oh, Jesus. But I heard it out here. I tried to act like I did. And the new year was coming in. And so in that January, I started fasting. I started fasting the first 7 days of every month. And you know how you start feeling proud of yourself like you did good? Like, you know ain't no good in it. But I was like, I did good. I did 3 months now. Straight. So April came, and I figured, well, maybe that was enough. Maybe they need a whole year. And sure enough, I tried not to fast April. And like you said, I got sick as a dog. April, trying to eat food. I saw that here like I did. So I went back to fasting. And I started to notice a pattern that every month, within those 7 days, you would give me something to confirm that, yes, you did what I asked you to do. I get some kind of good news. Yeah. And you know, when you start getting good news on a regular basis, it builds your confidence in who God is. It builds your strength and your faith in knowing that He's real and He's a keeper of His people. So I started anticipating. I was excited like a kid on Christmas Eve. What's going to happen this month, God? What you going to do? What you going to do? I'm so excited. And around, I think August, September, the show came along and asked me to be a part of it. Now, I've been praying for individuals. I've been praying for financial blessing. I've been praying for healing in my body. You know, that I would be able to conquer this food addiction and be able to live a healthy life. And I was praying for some personal relationship things. But God wrapped it all in one little nice package for me. Only God can do it like that. I think we're going to be separate individual things. He gave me physical, medical attention I was going to need. He brought a platform, an audience to me so I can share my story. I didn't have to put it on my phone no more because I had been disobedient. He did tell me, he said, I want you to record this on your phone. This is something, the word that he gave me, this is something you need to see, not over here. And I had been doing it sometimes, not doing it some way. I He said, my daughter ain't gonna do right. Let me send her whole TV crew to record this document. She ain't listening to me. And so all of this was wrapped in one, but at the same time, even when I heard it, I still had to pray because sometimes it looked like a good thing and a God thing. And I knew that even though it was reality TV, I still understood that reality TV is kind of seated in a little chaos, even though we were all in that. So I just want to be prayerful, make sure that it looked like it was a God thing, and it really was a God thing. So I prayed about it, and he gave me the yes, clear yes. So I was sure that I was supposed to be doing it. And I just prayed that he keep me in the midst of this Ministries. I know it's a little messy, but you keep me, God. And he has done that. So as I was going through the process of the filming, he was here to prepare me. I've been bedbound for at that point about 2 years. And in that process, sometimes you look like I felt I was stagnant. That's what I was saying. I'm stagnant. That's not a good thing. I was thinking about that's terrible. You know, death comes with stagnation. But I realized later he showed me, said, no, I had to still found doing some things that transformed inside of me. And he had to be still. And he had worked some things in me, singed out some things in my character and helped me prepare for what he was going to do with me. And that's where the ashes came in. He burned out all that stuff in me that was not good and not bad in my character. He burned it up. And that's just the ashes. And he's still working on me. Like I said, we ain't never finished. As long as we wake up breathing, there's still some work to do. And he's still working on me. Now, like you said, you meet somebody who swear they got all together. You already know you're talking to a liar. You know you're talking to a liar. So he's still working on me, but this is what the process he reminded me of. It wasn't a situation where it was about being stagnant. He sat me down and needed to be still. So once we started the process, at that time, I came back to Atlanta because I had a mother who was ill with dementia, Alzheimer's, and my sister was kind of primary care at the time. I was moving away. She called me. She said, "It's a lot for me. I need to come help." And I actually started the process of pursue surgery before I came here, but it wasn't time. It wasn't feasible. So I stopped that. At that point, the doctor gave my mother a diagnosis of 6 to 8 months. And, you know, how many doctors don't know what they're talking about? They just practicing positions. That's what they call it, practicing. Yeah. My mom lived 6 to 7 more longer years. And I praise God for it. But in that, coming here, listening to them, I was thinking, she got 6 to 8 months to live. I'm going to get the best time of her life, and then I'm going to see about myself. But in that, with her living so much longer, I neglected myself in a lot of ways. I wouldn't change what word to say that. But I allowed myself to not be mindful. Now, I was already obese, and I'm not going to try to blame that on her. I was already obese, but I was still able to move around and function. That's why I didn't feel no alarm to do nothing about it. Because I could get around and take care of myself and whatnot. But when I moved here, my car broke down, and that was pretty much how I effectively got my burning calories. And so when that stopped, I stopped moving, just being in the house. And so when she got the ill as she did, and I'm dealing with depression, a person eats for their emotions, it was just a Molotov cocktail for destruction. Yeah. And he felt he was winning. I ate myself to 730 pounds, bedbound. Yes. And people would, looked at that as, that's finished. Doctors call me morbidly obese. They already said you big. They don't even talk about nothing. We go to the doctor about anything. If you lose weight, well, I cut my finger, but if you lose weight, you'll change that. That'll change everything. They don't have nothing to do with us when we get to a certain way. They don't want to talk. They don't talk about nothing but losing weight. And so this will be my mother's dream. I know it aches her heart to see me get to that point. And even though she couldn't verbally communicate, I knew that it bothered her so much that she could see her daughter in the state and couldn't do anything, and she couldn't do anything about it. So once the show started, God had put in my heart and said, well, your mother's not going to get to do it. And you never prepared for that, but in his gracious mercy, he gave me a warning to let me know what's going to happen. So in my understanding, I leave in my own understanding, I interpret that to mean, oh, she's going to get too close to me, she's going to see me walking, she's going to see me up and get around, then she's going to leave me. But how many know you don't understand? You gotta trust him. And that's where I operate. I'm like, I'm gonna work on this thing, I'm gonna be ready by the time she go home. But one of my worst fears all the time I was bedbound was, God, I know my mom was terminally ill. When she passes, am I gonna be able to attend the funeral? This might seem like something trivial, but when you can't leave your room, not my house, my room, how am I going to the funeral? And I had got a job. Okay, I'm gonna be able to, be able to move this way to be there. And unfortunately, she passed when we first got family. And I felt disappointed, but God had told me that she was gonna be how long. And so when it was time for the funeral, I was not able to attend it. I viewed it from Skype, but it still works for good. All things are working for our good, because what he did was took that morning that I was feeling from my mother and gave me a supernatural power to move forward. The production team was so nervous and scared that I was going to quit and not continue forward because of my mother's death. But it did the exact opposite. It made me decide, I'm going to get this done. I gave her a promise, and I'm going to do this. And so God took my mourning and turned it into something beautiful and helped me to get through this journey. So when we think about the currency of God, when we think about what he takes, no matter how little you have, a life 700 pounds sitting in the bed that people thought was over. And I hadn't even started to believe it too. Because I'm getting old, God. When is this going to happen? Is it going to be a change? But I guess not. But he can take a life like that people have deemed worthless.
That's it.
They have deemed it's done and finished.
Yes.
And he can take it and transform it.
That's right.
Like I said, he can take the singed ashes from all the things of the flaws in my life and the mistakes and character. And if I scoop it up and get it in him, he'll turn it to beauty.
Come on.
Yes.
And when you got God's currency, they ain't like the world's currency. When you go to another country and you got them dollars, you got to go to France or whatever, you got to get, what is it? Japan, you got to do it again. Or if you go to the British country, you got to switch to pounds. You got to switch your currency. You got to have something to give them. You got to have something. You can't go to Canada and just hand you some pounds or hand you some yen. You got to get some US dollars to change it.
Yes.
But only in God's currency you can have nothing. But people call nothing worthless. And you can say, God, don't scoop up these ashes. This is what I got for you. And he'll transform it into something beautiful. He can take your mourning. He can take your mourning and turn it to an oil of joy. God gave me a joy. And knowing my mother was at peace. And a joy that I could use to fuel me forward to do what I had to do. The job I had before me. And he said that he would take your heaviness and turn to a garment of praise.
Yes.
And so in my darkest hour, and in what people felt was the end of my life, God brought these things forward and manifest his word true in my life. And not only did he do it for me, he was put it on the stage from the world. And he said, look, see what I can do if you give me what you have. No matter how little you think it is.
That's right.
Well, it was just my time that I was faithful to. The people who came to my house who needed that encouragement. And he said, now I'm going to put you in front of a lot of people. You've been doing it. I've been training you one by one. And now I'm going to give you a platform to do it. And even if, and I was concerned about where it was on the platform was, but he said he'll take your enemies and turn to your footstool. And like they said, we can level up. We level up on them. We level up. Come on. Come on to the table where it's spread. Well, he said he'll spread the table for your enemies. Come on, I need y'all to come to the table because he got something he's trying to show you. He's got to do it before you. So I just want to thank God for using my humble, broken life to minister to people who are in the same situation I'm in. I get letters, I can't even number of testimonies of how seeing my story helped them transform, helped them decide to try again, and had given up and sitting in a space just like me. One reason I reached you is I thought about all the morally obese people that had come bed down and sitting in their room, and that's all they have. They full walls, they younger, and the people they know. God had blessed me with a family that never gave up on me. never stop praying for me. God has blessed me in a circle of friends. My friends here, I've been known her since second grade. My sister, y'all talking about something that had your back. My sister has literally had my back. She had to get behind me and push me up heels and walk it. Get behind me. Everybody see the show, she got behind me to step. In a dangerous position. And this kind of 500-pound woman trying to help her get up herself. But she got my back. God bless her with her. So I just want to tell you all, whatever you have, no matter how little it is, no matter how little it is, if you can gather it up and give it to God, He'll turn it into something awesome. He will turn it into something awesome. So I just challenge you all to think about, do inventory of your life when you think you ain't got nothing. It's something